2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mayfield on first down. Flushed out right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offense. Side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane to get another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Charlie! Hurry! King!
Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Mayfield to throw it. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up fourth down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a give right side. Evans. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down and 4. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike Popo. I got him. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
On second down and 4. Jackson, Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. That's caught by Penny. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hold. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Undercut, undercut. Topper. Hurry.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Set, 20. Some got man.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Beckham. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the end. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season. To try again after the sack. Mayfield, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Hey, tight, off. 44, Mike, 44. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Both brothers and Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike 42. I'm coming for you.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. This will be caught by Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now Jackson on first down. That one goes for 36 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right here, guys.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here. For Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson, throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Jackson now. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're not ready for this, man.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got you. Hey, move. Mike's 42. Hey, Mike's 42.
From the gun, Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 50.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught. Smith. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Mike's 50.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
180. Point it right.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right here, right here.
Here's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's make these big.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And he finds Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
He's not going to get me.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He finds Beckham complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Rashad Penny. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Set.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a give, right side, Evans. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Final score, Browns 26, Ravens 10.
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like,